Welcome to the Growth and Influence podcast. My name is Andrew Schultz, and today we're going to talk about why SaaS companies aren't using the lead channel that produces leads that close 80% more often, have higher profitability, largely because they have such a low cost to acquire a customer, and churn less often. That lead channel is referrals. We're going to talk about why SaaS companies don't use it, why they should, and what I'm doing about it. Okay, so in today's episode, we're going to talk about three big points on the channel of referrals, where leads are more likely to close, have higher profitability, and are less likely to churn. And those three big points are, number one, referrals are for small mom and pop businesses, not for high growth SaaS companies. Now, I think that's why SaaS companies don't do it. I think it's nonsense. We're going to talk about why that is. Number two, referrals can't be controlled and optimized. Also, I don't think that's true, but I think that's one of the reasons SaaS companies don't do it. And then number three, we're going to talk about the ways that I'm exploring to create sustainable and optimizable referral channels for SaaS companies, especially in today's market where profitable, efficient growth is the watchword and grow at all costs has gone out the window. In this environment, the referral channel is one of the best ways that you can grow your business. It's a highly profitable, highly effective channel that you should be utilizing to the fullest extent of your capability. And so we're going to talk about what I'm doing about that, how you can make a sustainable referral channel in your business. So first of all, referrals are for small mom and pop shops, not for high growth SaaS companies. Now, I think this is nonsense, but I've been a victim of this mindset in my career many times, where if I'm trying to start a company and I want to grow through referrals, I might get one or two, every once in a while. And so it feels like, it's not something that a high growth company would do. The reason for that is because you haven't operationalized it. I hadn't operationalized it. And so the one or two referrals that come in every once in a while, they just happen because you're doing good work, because you have a good product. But if you can operationalize a referral channel by focusing on, a couple ways to get referrals and then really driving that and creating incentives also and measuring it, you can create a lead channel that will have a significant impact on your business, not just this every once in a while kind of channel where you get a lead from your happiest customer once every 9 months. Listen, in the old growth at all costs mindset, throwing cheap capital at high cost go-to-market lead channels might have seemed like a more impactful way to grow the business. And maybe it was. But in today's profitable, efficient growth era and environment that we're operating in, it is not better. As a matter of fact, today, the benchmarks show, not today, like a year ago, it could be worse now. The benchmarks show that 75 to 80% of net new revenue, so all the revenue from new business in a year, net new ARR, annual recurring revenue, 75 to 80% of that is being spent on marketing. Okay, so if you're gonna get $1 million in new business this year in recurring new revenue, you're going to spend $800,000 of that or $700,000 of that on marketing. And that's insane. So that points to a very high cost to acquire a customer and marketing programs that are not operating very efficiently. Now, in a CMO group that I'm in, a successful CMO was talking about this the other day, and he said it's because conversion rates are just so low. They've just tanked across the industry. And so low conversion rates, high spend, not seeing that reverse anytime soon. And so why not add a channel for leads that are 80% more likely to close, are further along in the decision-making process when they come to you, and are much lower cost? It's a no-brainer. Also, something that you want to consider with referrals is that as a lead channel, it's kind of like a canary in your coal mine, because it's one of the best indicators of product market fit. if people are referring your product to friends or to other people in their market, that's because you're doing a good job and you have strong product market fit. And so if you're measuring referrals and you're paying close attention to these, and even if you're incentivizing them and operationalizing them, you can look at the fluctuations and see what that means about product market fit. Because especially in today's volatile market, I know of companies that are falling out of product market fit all the time. And so you need to measure that, and referrals are a good way to do it. Okay, number 2, we want to talk about the fact that referrals can't be controlled and optimized. Okay, just like the first point, this is nonsense. I think this is one of the reasons, though, why SaaS companies don't do referrals today, why it's just something that like they're happy to get one, but they're not doing anything to create them consistently and sustainably. And so referrals feel like something that you can't control because your customer or your partner has to do something to go take some action on your behalf, and you can't control that. And so it feels like a serendipitous thing rather than something that you can control and actually, move the needle on yourself. Most companies don't get that many referrals, and so it appears to be a sporadic lead source rather than a sustainable one. However, one of the greatest marketers of all time, his name is Jay Abraham. Maybe you've heard of him, maybe you haven't, but widely recognized as a genius marketer who has generated billions of dollars through his marketing for the clients that he's served. And he's identified 125 ways to get referrals, 125 things that any of us can do to get referrals. And he says if we do 3 or 4 of them, his point is if you do 3 or 4 of these ways of getting referrals, you will change your business for the better. Most companies are doing 0. And that's from his experience working with lots of companies. Most companies just have no referral program in place. Okay. And so it's not true that referrals are out of your control, sporadic, and serendipitous, and not something that you can do anything about. But because most of us think that, we don't do anything about referrals. Okay. I'm exploring a way of creating sustainable referral programs for SaaS companies. And I've been doing a lot of thinking on this lately. And I think that there are some really innovative ways that SaaS companies can create a sustainable referral channel that's not just 1 or 2 a month, not just, sporadic referrals that will grow the business and like maybe you get lucky and get a great deal this quarter and it'll help out your quarter, but that will be a significant, measurable, like a significant chunk of the pipeline that you're bringing in. So if you could create a referral channel that would make an impact on your pipeline, because pipeline is in a crisis right now at almost every SaaS company in the industry. And if you could impact that with referrals, would you want to do it? I think probably the answer is yes, because it's going to be low cost. It's going to have high profitability. It's probably not going to take that much work. But I have some ideas on this, and here's some of my thinking. Number 1, you have to operationalize this. You have to put a program in place to generate referrals. And it's probably the marketing department that needs to own this, because you are going to, not only are you in charge of demand gen, but you're also going to need to market this program. Okay, it's not something that you just put on your website or you put in your customer agreement or you tell a CS rep to mention it on their calls. You need to market this. It needs to be operationalized. It needs to be something that you measure so you can see what the contribution is and what kind of efforts you're putting into this referral program, what kind of results they're producing. And there's probably going to need to be some testing, some A/B testing, some message testing. You're going to need to structure your offer and your incentives for referrals and the channels that you use to encourage customers and partners to offer those referrals. You're going to need to optimize all of that. But those are ways that you can operationalize this referral program. Number 2, there's probably a really good opportunity for a technology play here. And this is what I'm exploring along with the tactics of how to operationalize referrals in SaaS. And that is NFTs have been a really like kind of a black box for a lot of us in SaaS. They call, NFTs, blockchain, Web3, All of these are, this is a new software and technology category that a lot of us haven't paid much attention to because it feels a little bit more B2C. But actually, one of the problems with referrals in SaaS in B2B is that any kind of affiliate program people are running in B2B, it's a total mess. The tools aren't really that great for B2B affiliate programs. Hard to measure. It's a little bit sloppy, and we don't have B2B influencers who want to do affiliate programs, but an NFT platform and using NFTs as an approach to this could totally change all these things. Number one, it would change the platform problem. It would solve the platform problem because an affiliate platform is really just a way of tracking how much each affiliate has provided in terms of recommendations, and then being able to pay them based on those recommendations that they've made. So who used the affiliate special link and how many bought and how much do we owe this affiliate? And one of the biggest challenges with affiliates in B2B is that, and B2C too, is that people can go and buy through an affiliate link after they were already going deep in your funnel, after they were already late in the buying process. The affiliate didn't really do anything. They just found the affiliate link who was offering maybe a discount or something and took that deal instead. But with an NFT on the blockchain, everything is already tracked. So if you code your contracts right for your NFT on the blockchain, it's going to already have all the tracking built in. So you can see how much an affiliate has created in terms of revenue and pipeline and all of those things, depending on how you structure this. Like they may be creating pipeline rather than actual revenue, depending on your business, but it's all going to be in the blockchain, and you can automatically pay them through the blockchain instead of having to deal with that as a finance operation that has to be managed manually. Anyway, it's kind of a new idea. Some thinking I'm doing on this. I am actually really interested in this idea, and I'm thinking about adding this to Profit Automation as a service that we offer, and potentially as a SaaS platform that we offer to help support this whole referral process. So I'd be more than interested to hear your thoughts. If you can connect with me on LinkedIn and reach out, and we can have a discussion there. Be happy to share some of my more structured thinking. This has been kind of an overview, but I'd be happy to share some thinking that might help you put this into practice in your business. I'd love to get your feedback on the thinking that I'm doing. And so if you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, and just in your connection request, just say, hey, I want to talk about your referral program ideas or your NFT ideas, and be happy to connect. So hope this has been helpful and useful, and that it gets the gears turning in your head. Referrals are one of the best channels, and businesses who do referrals right have higher profitability, lower churn, and just have better pipeline, because you're getting pipeline with leads that are 80% more likely to close. Who doesn't need that today? So really think about this. I hope this has been valuable to you, and I look forward to seeing you here next time on the Growth and Influence podcast.